Hello, dangerous thingers. My name is Chip Chantry. Welcome in to a very special episode. I'm here with my co-host,
James Heskey.
James,
That was a very Ira Glass episode of A Dangerous Thing. I'm excited to be here. We're back with our audio podcast. We've been crushing it on TikTok.
murdering it, killing it. If you are not following us on TikTok at A Dangerous Thing,
Mostly because that's not what our handle is. At ADT Pod. So that might be why they're not following us.
That's probably what it is. Yes.
Maybe we should give the right info, Chip.
Well,
This is the end. This is the end.
Sometimes it's like a fun puzzle. It's like a mystery they can solve.
That would be a murder mystery TikTok, 30 seconds at a time.
Yep.
That's what teenagers like, a mystery.
Only TikTok's in the building. Write that down. Trademark it.
Okay.
Trademark it.
All right. We will. But with us, we have an expert on TikTok. They call him Mr. TikTok, I think. I think that's true. Chris, is that true? They call you Mr. Professor TikTok?
Never once. James, never once.
Not once. Okay, so now once. They have now done it.
Now once. Now you are they, and it's once.
Okay.
I'm not against using pronouns, but I do go by he, him. So thank you.
Yes.
My pronouns are suck butt.
My pronouns are screw you.
Yeah.
I can't handle anyone using right terminology.
Check out.
Specials available on Fox Business.
Nah,
Ladies
mine's on
and-
OAN, and you have to watch it on banner ads like for 1 week straight.
He's not only a very funny comedian in general, but also you are a great you've been doing front facing comedy for a while. You started before the pandemic, and then the pandemic happened, and you must have been like, "This is great. This pandemic is fantastic. I'm enjoying this pandemic."
Ladies and gentlemen, let's bring him in. The cause of the pandemic.
The cause of the pandemic, Mr. Lab Leak. No, actually, very funny guy. He's been featured on the New York Times, on Funny or Die. Chris Calogero, thanks for joining us.
Hello, thank you very much. I just finally was able to go back to the wet markets of Wuhan, so it's been nice to get back to what I love to do, which is...
They were having a sale this weekend, is that right?
They were. Yeah. It was BOGO at the wet markets.
Great.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah. By the way, wet markets, what a term. That's not great.
I've been to just the what's it called, Pike Market in Seattle. That's a wet market too.
It's a wet market,
That's
but
also a wet market.
I feel like that
they
the
are
term
literally
really took
throwing
off.
the fish
throwing-
over your head. You are a linebacker, and they are trying to get it in that soft spot in the zone over the linebacker under the DBs. That's a toss.
As Americans, we were so appalled by these wet markets and the dangers that they caused, quote unquote, but yet we reward and hail these people who are throwing fish across the market. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's I think that you think they would tone that down maybe if we really thought that was the call.
Also, like, we've all been to like middle of the country rest stop bathrooms, so I don't think we have many legs to stand on in terms
zero
of like,
room to talk.
Yeah,
Zero.
No.
Zero room.
There's that smell that it also smells like fish, and you're like, that's not a comfortable. I don't like that.
The fish smell?
When you get into a bathroom and you're like,
yeah.
It smells like somebody tried to clean up fish and didn't,
Yeah,
didn't quite get there.
Guys,
just
just like, oh really shit, bad. I forgot to scale the fish before I get to the big fish event. It's just
we're only a couple minutes in. If you want, we could start over. It's not.
This is great. I'm having a good time. Mr. TikTok here.
Now that's choice.
Yeah, I am. It's funny you say it because like TikTok is so. It's not quite. I haven't quite mastered it, to be honest with you.
Okay. All right. Well, then why did we invite you, Chip? No.
So, ladies and gentlemen, our next guest is
Pat House.
Yes, Pat House is with us tonight.
Pat House.
Now maybe we can start with this. What is your preferred? Because you and I don't want to put the cart before the TikTok, but what's your preferred platform? Is it Instagram to do these things? Is that
no? Well, so like the thing that that blew up first of all was Twitter.
Okay, yeah.
Like that was the
That's what I
first.
remember. Yeah.
That was the first thing that happened for me in a cool way. Because before that, I couldn't figure out how to get any traction on these things. And this was, gosh, 2019, I think, when the first thing I did like actually went off. But yeah, it was Twitter. But now that is like, it's so it.
Now you have to
It's
pay
like
eight. Now you have to pay $8 a month in order to get somebody to see your video.
Right, yeah, like it's like a dead it's like a ghost town in a way. Like there are some people poking their heads out of windows and stuff, but like it's not the way it was.
Or
It's so sad because like that was my favorite platform and
Yeah.
still is, and just writing jokes and then even just that network of people. Like people always would shit on Twitter as like, oh, it's so negative, it's so what. It's like, no, I cultivated my following of the people that I follow are like cool, fun comedians, mostly writers that were like, we're just writing silly jokes, and now it's just you put
Yeah.
something out there and there's just no return.
Yeah, and also like the hellscape that is the For You tab that has
Oh,
been
yeah.
created.
Oh, it's the worst.
Good lord.
I will say, though, too,
I just
and
don't
I
use
know-
that anymore. But yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's bad.
I will say that some of my favorite accounts I'll only see on For You and not on my following. Like I think they're taking away to like almost like force us to go to the For You, because it's like, oh, I love this person, but I'm not seeing them on the, because I follow them, I'm not seeing them on that, and
Yeah.
it is now the hellscape that everybody thought it was.
Yeah,
What-
my engagement has like plummeted. I know, like, but saying the word engagement is, I don't know, it makes me feel weird inside.
Sure.
Yeah, we're all men of a certain age talking about engagement of how we can get more people in the 18 to 41 to watch
Right.
our videos of various characters we're trying to do online, just like our dads did.
Yeah, it's like on the way to Storm D-Day, they were all making social media posts.
What
Yeah.
kind of engagement do you think we're gonna get?
OMG, almost at Omaha. Anybody want me to pick anything up?
And they're just taking selfies, but they have to put that black sheet over their head, like
Yeah.
with the old timey cameras.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, taking fire emoji.
Now, by the way, speaking of gentlemen of our age, I guess we should very briefly, for anybody who doesn't know, explain what a front-facing video is.
Oh, so front-facing video is just like you hold your phone, you use the front camera, and shoot a video of yourself.
Yes.
And it's like TikTok has blown the trend up. But like when I was doing it, there was a couple of like kind of godfathers of it. I feel like when I first started, there was like Alyssa Lim Paris, and
Yeah, sure.
Who's a wonderful comedian, and a person who I didn't realize I had kind of modeled what I was doing on until I ran into her was Natalie Walker, who is no longer on Twitter, but is a phenomenal actress and did a lot of movie trope things that I also ended up doing.
Now,
Yeah.
how does front facing compare to a dick pic?
There's less difference than you think, you know? So a lot of times you're showing people things they don't care about. So they're kind of the same in some ways. Like, I don't know. I'm sure you guys have made a video and you're like, oh, this is the one. Oh my God, this is so funny. I put so much work in this. I edited. I actually wrote out my lines. I memorized them. I didn't even cut like once. And you put it out and people are like, we like could not care any less than we care. Please leave us alone.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh no, but I'm cut.
And what was that first video that really blew up for you?
So the first thing that blew up in any capacity on social media for me was this video, and it was it was my audition to be any police chief in an action movie, and it was a set of quick cuts of like your classic action movie police chief, you know, being like, oh, my ulcer, the FBI's on my ass, the mayor's gonna have a field, the press is gonna have a field day, and all those like classic kind of lines that we all like action movie fans all love. And I made it for this weird app that no longer exists called Laugh Exchange. And
I didn't realize that was for it was, you made it for somebody.
Yeah, so like this thing, Laugh Exchange, came around, and they're like, we're gonna have comics do videos, and it was kind of modeled a little like HQ. Remember when HQ was like humongous?
Yeah.
And Abby Crutchfield hosted it, and she's wonderful. And people would send videos, and they would curate like their, I don't know, X amount of 10 favorites, and then they would show them to everybody, and the users would vote on them, and then the winner would make money.
Yeah.
Like would like win like $300, which is in comedian dollars it's like a trust fund, you know? And I was like, oh, I don't want to do stand-up videos. I want to try this other thing that I have always wanted to try, which is some character stuff. And the police chief one was like, did well. I think it won its round or whatever. And I was like, I guess I'll put this on Twitter. Let's see what happens. And nothing happened for like a day. And then all of a sudden, whatever the algorithm is, whatever it does, whoever it shoots it off to, it started going. And I think that's still my most successful video I've ever put on Twitter.
Yeah, it ended up with millions of hits. Like that's the one that like ended up with, it's like Pat Oswald's retweeting it, and
like Gulman was the one that I think that really set it off. Yeah, and that was the first one, and I was like, cool, I'm gonna try to keep doing this. And then it segued into more like, instead of movie stuff, I just started creating characters that I would put on there, and every now and again do like a topical one. To try, like I did like a Mr. Potato Head. Remember when everybody was like afraid that they were gonna take Mr. Potato Head away?
Right. It's like, oh yeah.
Was I still am. It's a sensitive topic, Chris.
You're
sorry, yeah.
Into sensitive territory with Chip.
You're a potato stan, huh?
Well, let's just.
He's a spudhead.
Yeah, that was the first one, and then I just have been doing them since then.
Very cool. And now, if you feel like Twitter's dying, where are you moving to now? Or what are you doing? Like, what's your plan now? We're trying to do these shorter videos on TikTok. We do information stuff where we're trying to make information funny. We hate the.
I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna rip the edit off.
Yeah.
Edutainment.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Chris.
But it's okay.
We try to make it fun.
I think it's a cool thing that you guys are doing.
And we're trying to, figure out, okay, so how do we do these 1 minute, 30-second to 2-minute videos that, like where's a lane that we can come in where we can give you a full story. Sometimes it's a full story. Sometimes it's just this piece of information. But we're trying to figure out where to put it. TikTok so far, the good thing that we've found is that they have these tools where you can just make a kind of cool video. The tools are there.
Yeah,
absolutely.
We're figuring out how to use it, and you can still see videos where like, oh, we did not know how to use that tool, and it came out looking like crap. But like, I feel like the tools are there, and once we get better at them. But where are you going, and what's your plan, and how do we follow you, Chris? I will do whatever you tell me to do. I will kill for you, Chris.
Thank you. I would finally. I'm building my acolytes in hopes of getting an HBO Max documentary.
We're here. We're ready.
No, I slowed down anyway because I made a lot of them, and now I kind of just am throwing them back into the timeline a lot because you guys know, there's only so many ideas you can pump out in a short span of time before your brain.
Forever, Chris.
It's just like, some people do. Like, you go on TikTok and people are like, I find TikTok to be really great and really horrible at the same time, and also weirdly like vaudeville.
Yeah.
Where everybody is sharing bits. They're just doing bits over and over and over and over again. Like husband and wife bits or whatever they are and like using the same sound and just obviously that's
And it's
why
like a
it was created.
casino made for children too, where you're just like, okay, let's hit the, let's spin the roulette wheel again and see what we land on.
Right,
You're
right.
not doing anything. I mean, not that it's any better than YouTube of me watching, the wire clips again for the 7,000th time. Like I'm not,
Sure,
I'm not
but-
getting anything out of it.
but you're not creating something like you see the millionth time somebody uses the same sound and it still has like a ton of hits and you're kind of like, am I crazy or should this not be working anymore?
Right.
Right, like that's the strange thing about it. But you guys are talking about doing like 1-minute videos, and it's really hard because we've had to like retrain our brains to be like, look, if something is, it's crazy, but I'm sure you guys are like this, if you're watching a video and it's 10 seconds in and nothing worthwhile has happened or been set up, you are like, what am I watching, Lawrence of Arabia? Like, when is anything going to happen? Like, you're like, you
Movie
feel
previews
crazy.
have a 5-second preview at the beginning of a preview to get people to keep watching. They're like,
Right.
ooh, this will hook you in.
And I think a lot of TikTokers could use a little editing, little their own little Thelma Schoonmakers, maybe to like get them to cut, fast forward, please. But but like as people who are trying to get it done, you got to factor in like, what is this opening going to be that anybody's going to care?
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
And it's really hard to find.
Speaking of which, we actually came up with our own TikTok, like some obviously we have our own TikToks, but we have some TikToks that we're working on that are in the pipeline that we wanted to run by you since you are Mr. TikTok.
Sure.
And is it okay if we just run them by you right now?
Oh yeah, please.
And maybe.
And I think a lot of these picture on like the title card. Obviously you might see that title card with the white and the yellow and the blue or whatever, or the red and the blue or whatever. And so maybe picture seeing that written. It's like, would you click on that? Would you watch this one? Or are you going to skip right through?
Okay, sure.
Yeah. And some of them I got lazy and just wrote a description of.
Yeah.
Great.
Like, all right, here's one. Things NASA got right during the Challenger launch. Like, with that, is that good?
Yeah, I think that hooks people in right away.
Yeah. We focus on the
satisfies our
negative too
curiosity.
much. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, we focus on the negative of the Challenger way too much.
Exactly.
They got pretty high up there.
to see the flips. Yeah, it
Right.
did. It's
Higher than I've ever been, you know?
Could you build a rocket that goes that high? Don't
Yeah,
think
yeah.
so.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I couldn't build a rocket that goes that high. I could maybe build a rocket that has the same results.
Right. It can end up in the same place, is what you're saying.
Did you notice how much I didn't want to say that?
Yes. Yeah. Oh no,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
were really. Yeah.
I
But-
lied
and
about
think
the. I lied about the part about being able to edit stuff out. By the way, Chris, I have
Yeah,
no
we're
editing.
we're actually going
software
out live right
whatsoever.
now.
No, it's fine. Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
This is going out to the teachers union.
Right. I have one. I think this is this could work. The video of my colonoscopy set to the Layla outro.
Oh, yeah.
Only if Johnny Carbone is in there.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Good. I can use.
I think you can probably, with the new iPhones, get him right in there.
Here's a sad one. How about worst water polo tragedies in history?
That, can I tell you something?
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely would watch.
Okay.
Would watch 90 minutes of this.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
I think water polo is the most insane thing that the athletic achievement that somebody could do.
I always think of the George Carlin joke of why it's not a real sport. It's like because it's so mean to the horses. It's just like, it's such a perfect joke. And like he's talking about like why I think the only real sports are baseball and football, and then he gets to water polo, and I'm like, man, that's such a perfect, just silly George Carlin joke.
I love that so because everybody just remembers him as like as if all he talked about was politics, but he was like goofy ass
Yeah.
comedian.
Yeah.
I have one. This is a little more topical, but I think people would watch it. Every shirtless photo of Buster Murdoch ranked.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Who's Buster Murdoch?
Oh, from the Netflix.
Oh, is he a killer?
the murder? He's the son of the murder. Yeah.
I'm like way behind on my murder
That's all right.
guys.
Yeah.
I think you would enjoy. I think you would enjoy seeing.
Is he a hot? Is he a hot boy?
He's very much a red-haired, pale gentleman.
Oh yeah, people love when redheads take their shirts off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have here's more of like it's like a fitness challenge one, and it's a fitness challenge to see if you can get as many steps as Bin Laden used to get while pacing around the gardens of his bunker. So that's more the
Wait,
idea.
do you have the number?
I don't, but like that's kind of what we would do is we'd watch the videos of like I think we could get CIA footage, satellite. I might have to go on
just
the dark
to like
web.
recreate it a little bit. Yeah, the dark web. I think they have his Apple Watch stats.
Can I get is there a dark web TikTok?
Yeah.
I think just speaking it out loud has probably pushed it into existence.
Mm-hmm. This is a mental health one, so I think that's very important these days. How to finally admit that your parents' divorce was totally your fault.
That sounds like the realest TikTok that you've mentioned so far.
Okay, good.
Guarantee you people.
So you're saying it has legs.
That has absolute legs. You know, everybody's on TikTok is like, as a adult who is finally diagnosed with ADHD, let me tell you why I never do the dishes and my roommate wants to punch me. Okay, yeah. Great. Love it. Thank you. I'm so sick of it. I know it's terrible. I know it's a real thing. I don't want to see any more TikToks about adult ADHD. I'm done. I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm a pretty nice guy too, but I
right, of course. Yeah,
right,
there's a limit.
I work in mental health, and I'll just say it's like you can, you can have issues with mental health and be an asshole. Those aren't mutually exclusive things.
Yes.
Those are not. You know, it's just possible.
I think somebody just found his master's thesis.
As comedians, that is like 90% of our lineups. So
yes, it is.
Yeah.
This is an idea. Back-facing comedy.
Okay.
But then I'm realizing now Jim Carrey actually did that in the first Ace Ventura. That's just
that's true.
He
true.
Did that.
It's a little well worn.
I like recipe videos.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, me
so
too.
I thought that this could be fun. Creative ways to make toast from the jacuzzi.
Yes, I love it.
Yeah. Okay.
I love it. It's a little bit Daredevil
Sure.
action. You know, a little risky. I dig it. Yeah.
How about how to cook crystal meth?
Okay.
It's not what you think. Like,
okay,
you'd have step-by-step directions on how to cook the drug crystal methamphetamine, but then also there'd be a fun dance.
Oh yeah, like an associated dance with it.
Yeah.
Have you gamed that out yet?
No.
It's just
mostly
pretty high energy.
Mostly thinking
dance.
about the death. The crystal meth like part, but yeah.
Now, how about how to cook crystal meth for the band Crystal Method?
Ooh.
Oh, bring them in.
Yeah, bring them in.
Yeah.
Get a little coattail action.
Yes.
The kids today love Crystal Method.
they're so into it. Yeah.
I think that's great. Chip, do you have any more?
Yeah. Speaking of how-to ones, I'm not really into it, but I think it's something we could all get behind. Makeup tutorials, I think, are like cosmetology.
Big, yeah.
Sure. 5 makeup tips to transform yourself into Sammy Davis Jr.
Yeah. That, please.
I don't think that would end poorly, right?
No, there's no way. I mean, like, it would be edge of your seat stuff to see how far it went, for sure.
We could create so many future governors.
Yeah.
Like everybody would just end up being a politician.
Right.
How, when you run for governor, how is there not like one blackface advisor on your on your staff that's like, just tell me.
Yeah.
Just right now, just tell me if you did, and we will do everything we can to get rid of them. We will kill anybody who owns the picture. Just right now, just tell me.
Just let me know. Be honest. James,
I've got a couple more. I've got something that I was thinking called the 5-0 challenge.
Okay.
Which is, or maybe we call it like the cop test. I don't know. I'm workshopping the name, but it's you go up and you just see what happens if you grab a cop's gun.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fun, but there's a learning experience there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely.
It'd be like point of view is what I'm thinking.
Right.
POV, which now on TikTok means just a video.
Right. Right.
POV. That's not literally. It's just.
Yeah. It's just
It's a video.
with your phone.
This is a wide shot.
Yes.
This is an establishing
There's-
shot of a house.
there's-
You're filming it from a drone.
Interior diner day.
POV. Yeah, but it used to mean something.
Sure.
Mhm.
I have one. I think this one's pretty self-explanatory. 6 hilarious funeral pranks.
Yeah. Just, do you have like any like a one prank you can share with us that you would try to pull?
Let's just say I know how to throw my voice at the right time. Yeah.
Right.
Mhm.
I think that I like that. I like that one. Maybe like a little knocking.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
If you do the makeup tutorial thing, you could also then get a wig, and you could bring in a fake
It comes
grandma.
together. Yeah, I like that. I like that.
Oh yeah, you can do like, what about makeup tutorial like a funeral director?
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah.
just doing the makeup tutorial on the corpse.
On the corpse itself.
Right.
Oh,
Let's knock these videos. Let's synergize them.
Yeah.
Guillermo del Toro sort of thing. See if you get like a fake somebody to pop up. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah, the classic Guillermo del Toro thing, where somebody pops up.
Or yeah, I had this idea of like get somebody in makeup.
Yeah. Like the guy, like the Mitch McConnell looking monster with the eyes. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still there. You know how Guillermo del Toro was famous for his funeral pranks.
Yeah. That's how he got big.
I got one or two more, but this is I think it's important to learn about everything. So like the history of Dr. James Naismith's love life, because we all want to know how the history of basketball, and then also just who he was banging.
I
Right,
think
like-
that's
He created a game where you shoot your shot, but we want to see him shoot his shot.
shoot his
Yes.
shot.
You know?
Yes. Yes.
Absolutely.
I think that's a great one.
Peach basket.
The peach. That's what it's called. The peach
basket. Yeah.
Yeah. This next video, I think, who wouldn't want to watch this? The title would be "Somehow We Obtained Footage of Your College Girlfriend Cheating on You."
Yeah. I love those. They're never real, right? Or they're like somebody's like, I just got cheated on. I'm like, this is never real. This is never a real video.
Right, and the guy's like holding up the sign when his girlfriend's like doing her hair and she
Yeah.
doesn't see. He's like, "Yeah."
Yeah. Shut
Oh,
up.
they're real.
Yeah.
I just got cheated on.
Oh, I'm sorry.
All right, here's the last one that's funny enough to say. The last 3 probably weren't, but let's just keep going.
Yeah.
This is like when I've been doing a set, and for some reason they're like stretch, and I'm like, well, I already did my closer, and we're just still doing material. Except this isn't that scenario. For some reason, I'm still going with my lesser and lesser ones. But I kind of like this one. I think this would still work. Ranking the presidents 1 through 46 in terms of who I think I could take in a fight.
Oh man. Honestly,
Yeah, I'm in.
Legitimately do this.
I think, I actually kind of like that one. And
Legitimately do it. I mean,
I think, yeah.
Martin Van Buren going down like a ton of bricks, dude.
Just
Boom. Sack of potatoes.
Yeah.
Who's the one who died like almost immediately from pneumonia? Because if it's while he's president,
William Henry Harrison.
Hey, Harrison.
yeah. I mean, it's like he comes in with that cough, and I'm just like one punch to the throat,
Right to the
or
throat.
the chest.
He's down.
Here's a thing up your guys' alley. He probably didn't die of pneumonia. He
Ooh.
probably died because the White House was built on a swamp, and their sewage system and water system was so bad for so many years that it probably killed a lot of people who lived in the White House, including like Lincoln's son, and this guy probably as well, because the water was like so periodically tainted by sewage.
Oh, that's interesting.
Mhm.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
I'm
So he probably
going
ate some
with
shit.
that. Ate some shit. Hey. Pew, pew.
But yeah, I think it's a common misconception that he died of pneumonia.
He did. We've had U.S. presidents die from just eating shit.
Eating shit.
Yeah.
Rank presidents for who you would most like to feed shit to.
Yeah.
But the
Yeah,
fighting
fucking
them,
Carter.
absolutely.
He's still around as of this recording. That might not be true when we
Yeah.
put this out.
Yes.
Pretty
Yeah.
tenuous.
Yeah, he's been in hospice for 14 months, by the way.
Yeah, he built like 3 homes already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Chip, you got any more?
Yeah, I think one that would be fun would just be this title card is the only thing covering my genitals. So I think people would watch that one. And then I think finally the one near and dear to my heart, and I'm sure you guys would be too, why the January 6th defendants deserve their own Marvel movie. Because they're the true heroes.
Yeah,
it's
what
not
would you
Spider-Man and Batman. These are the true heroes in America right now.
what would you call it? The tour group or something? Oh man.
Marjorie Taylor Greene could be Aunt Man.
Oh, I love it. Yeah, I'm in, especially on Fighting the Presidents, man. In.
Good.
Well, they could team up with the Civil War or with the January 6th
The January
people.
6th guys, yeah.
Oh,
Civil
you just
War.
match them up.
Yeah,
Mhm.
because
Andrew
they're already
Jackson.
in Civil War.
Andrew Jackson versus the Shaman. Like a video game, like a fighting video game, like a Smash Brothers or something.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
I would.
President Smash Brothers, I would play.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But I wanted to go back to a question you guys asked earlier. What am I
Yes.
doing now? I'm still
Yes,
posting
please.
videos on Twitter, and I do post videos on TikTok, and like I have built a bit of a following, but I never engage in the actual trends that are going on there. I just post the things that I want to post.
That's
great.
That's good because we're trying to figure that out. It's really weird. We've had a few that will take off, and like I had one that randomly took off for like 30,000 views, and then we've had a few that'll take off for like 4,000 or 5,000, and then other ones that'll like sit at a couple hundred.
It's
And-
unknowable. Yeah.
Yeah, and like what's happening? Does that seem to be the?
Yeah.
Is it because it's not like a time of day thing? Is it like it is with like Twitter, or have you figured out any kind of algorithm?
the thing that I've heard is like what you're kind of supposed to do. I was gonna do air quotes, but I got too lazy. But there are air quotes around that.
Yeah.
Is grab a popular sound that's going around, like a trending sound, and you
okay.
throw it on your video, but you just turn the volume way down on it, but it still becomes like attached to your video.
Because it's still a part of it.
It's still part of it, so it like however it works that like trending things get put into whatever stream they get put into, like that sound will enable it to potentially happen for you.
Well, every single video has just had the song "Salt Peanuts" in it, which I don't understand. So the kids don't like that so far. It's weird. I don't know why that our videos aren't taking off.
Salt peanuts on network.
Salt peanuts, salt peanuts, salt peanuts.
But I stopped doing it because I had a video that like you guys like that went off on TikTok, and somebody was like, "Oh, I want the sound for this video," and because I had used a trending song underneath it, that supersedes the sound. It like takes the sound over.
Okay.
So they can't use your video to like make a sound for themselves, which is this all sounds insane.
Yeah.
But like these are like the ways that I was told to do it, to like get your stuff to go off. But I don't even bother with that anymore.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah, that sounds so damned if you do, damned if you don't, sort of thing.
A little bit, yeah. I mean, also like I think if you're doing fun stuff and stuff you care about, it'll go, like you said, some of them will just go, and you never know what'll happen from there. Like I had nothing going on TikTok until like a couple of videos. One video like went off.
Yeah.
And that was like I did a video about like what if the mayor of the city in GTA had to like break down the crimes that have happened in the past like couple days or whatever.
Yeah.
And that was just like a good intersection of like a short video and video games, which everybody on TikTok is obsessed with. So it just like it hit a sweet spot. And then also NFL Fan Therapy
Yeah.
Like I did that how every NFL fan orders a beer, and that went like fucking bananas.
Yeah, that one went nuts.
Yeah, so it's unknown
It really
to
was.
me. I still don't know it. Like the only thing is, like I said, I don't engage in like the trends that are happening there. So like, I'm sure if I was like engaging in whatever's going on, showing people the inside of my sandwiches and not being able to articulate really a review of it or
Yeah.
whatever it is, but like
Point of view, you're a sandwich.
if you do jump on those things and engage in them, you will go.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so maybe
But
we
is that-
figure out the right amount to play the game while sticking true to ourselves and to our
That's true.
hearts.
Yeah, that's true. It's like you have
like
to play the
everything
game
else.
a little bit, and you have to want to do it. Like when I first started
Don't want
going, people would be like, "I guess I gotta make videos now," and it's like,
Yeah.
well, no, like it's not gonna. You're not gonna make anything fun if it's an obligation.
If it's begrudging.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Also, like what? Yeah. So we're having fun right now making the videos, especially because like we've at least figured out how to make them. We can sort of turn. We can turn out a script for a 1-minute video.
Yeah.
In 20 or 30 minutes. Like we like doing these the research on this, and I can sit there, churn something out, and then I can make it in another half hour.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, that's cool. Like that's
Right.
I could do all of that from my phone. It's amazing that you can just do that. Like
It's
I was
incredible.
describing to my friend, like something weird happened with like I'm figuring out all the automated stuff and with where some timing got messed up with some of my captions. I'm like, yeah, I'm still learning how to use it and how to fix it when the automated things get messed up.
And I'm so mad that we're just figuring this out now as the world is open back up and we have to go places. Like I had 2.5 years where I could have just sat in my home.
But I got
and
so
done
good
this.
at drinking. I was so
So
good
good
at
at
it.
Point of
Why-
view, my recycling container. Yeah.
Point of view, your lasagna I'm gonna eat for the third day in a row. Yeah, but here's the thing, like it's good to have both.
Yeah.
It's good to have both. It's good to like have the ability to do these things on the internet because it is important and like look, like this stuff has gotten me jobs and it's gotten me like a manager, and so like it's really
And are you
cool.
talking about like acting jobs? Is that what?
Both acting and writing jobs?
Yeah,
and
yeah.
like it's gotten me work and like real money, you know. But like it's good to have that because it's necessary at this point, but it's also
Sure.
good to like be well rounded and be able to go out and still work your live stuff, because I'm sure you guys have seen famous people ostensibly famous on social media like lie or like clips of them
Oh,
like trying, and they
brutal.
can't do it. They don't know how
Yeah.
to do it, and I don't blame them because they're leveraging
trying
this
to
other
make money.
thing.
Sure.
And I get it, but like they don't have it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So like
and
it's good to be
then-
well rounded in on all those regards.
Yeah. And the important thing is that if you can just be famous enough, then you'll actually be happy.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's what we're going for.
Yes.
Speaking of all these other like well-rounded things, what are the other things you're doing outside of front-facing comedy? Because you aren't just. I feel bad we brought you in as like the front-facing comedy
No,
expert,
I
but
love-
that's not just what you do. You do a lot of other stuff. You were telling us about you have like you're out in L.A. I knew you from here in New York,
Yeah.
but you're out in L.A. now too. So I think you said you have a new show out in Burbank now.
Yeah, we were me and my wife have a show called Staff Picks at a video store called Be Kind Video in Burbank. Shout out to them. They're like 3 months old, and he's holding cool events. He's got like movie people coming in, directors doing screenings, Q&As, all kinds of cool stuff. But yeah, our show is the second Thursday of the month there, and it's a really cool vibe because it's got like a lot of nostalgia to it, and like 20 people fills the room up, and we're very happy with that.
That's great.
So yeah, just like trying to get more stand up in, run our shows, write, audition, do all those things. So yeah, it's been cool.
Chip, you hate video stores, right?
Yeah, I'm not really interested in this conversation anymore. I'm obsessed with it. I'm upset, and just the fact that they're doing this, because it's if I could have any job on earth, would be to run my own videos. Like I worked at one in college, and like to own and run, and it's obviously a pipe dream. You can't do it, but these people are doing it, which makes me so jealous, and it's amazing at the same time.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
assuming
really
Have you been to Slashback Video on Magnolia? Have you seen that?
So that's the place that's more like a museum kind of.
It's like the
right?
museum, yeah, that they do in the fall every year. That
So I
which is
haven't.
great.
I've seen it, but I haven't been in there. But I worked at a video store in high school, so game recognized game, baby.
Yeah, there it is.
I
Yep.
love video stores.
Best job ever. Yeah.
Oh, it's the greatest. But this place is an actual working video
An
store.
actual
Like,
working
he's
video store, yeah.
renting out DVDs and Blu-rays to people,
It's amazing.
and he sells VHS tapes, and he moves a lot of them like they just go.
That's great. Good for
So
him.
it's really cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you guys have Sphere?
Sphere,
What's
yes. The
yeah.
uh, Sharon Stone vehicle.
Yeah. Samuel L. Jackson. I was just trying to think of like what's an obscure like.
This is a Michael Crichton book, right?
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah. That sounds right.
Yeah.
Hi, is moving violations in? Yeah, that would be it.
yeah. Did they return Krippendorf's tribe yet? I'm really waiting for that.
Gryffindor's time. Yeah.
That was also Michael Crichton, by the way.
Yes,
It was. Yeah,
unknown
early
pen name. Yeah, pen name for Michael Crichton.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's cool. So yeah, we're having fun out here.
That's awesome.
That's great, man.
Where can the people find you?
I'm at
like what's your
real...
address? No,
it's 123
Okay, we're writing this
Hollywood
down.
Lane.
Wow.
Yeah,
No. Where can they find you on internets?
I'm at real Chris Cal, RealChrisCal on all the things. So you can find me on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Spotify, Friendster, Napster, JDate, all those things.
Very cool. Yeah. Well, if you're back in New York, you should come and hang out. And I don't have a show that you can do. We should just.
I'll be there next week.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome. Hit me
Yeah,
up.
I'll be around. Yeah, I will.
Shoot me a text when you're in town. We'll let me
Absolutely.
know what shows you're doing. I'll try to stop by and give you a high five.
Yeah. I'm going there to greet Aaron Rodgers when he gets there. So I'll be there.
You're on the greeting committee.
Yeah. I got the ayahuasca and everything.
He's gonna show up and just be like, "Fuck."
Yeah.
It'd be so great. I would pay so much money to just like you just excitedly meeting Aaron Rodgers at the airport. Like if he signs and then you're just there like jumping out of your shoes. Like,
Yeah. Absolutely. I have like a fake Lombardi trophy and shit.
yeah, Mr. Rogers, the Jets sent me and nobody else.
Yeah.
And he's like, this is okay.
Hop in my Volkswagen Tiguan from 2013. You can still play CDs in here.
Yeah. You want to split a cab? Oh, like we spent all our money on you, so we don't have any other money. There's nothing
Please.
else. No. I hope you guys get them.
Mm-hmm. We'll see.
Yeah. But this was a lot of fun. You can follow us at ADTPod, also on all of the things, Twitter, TikTok. Those are the two main places you can find. And then follow us on YouTube as well. We don't really use our Instagram very much, but we are on there at ADTPod. We're figuring out how to use Instagram for this. And then at James Heskey and at Chip Chantry as well on all the things. And just, you know what, mostly follow your heart. Follow your dreams.
Follow your heart. At you are heart.
Yeah. POV. Your
POV.
POV. Your heart.
POV, it's your heart.
It's your heart.
Exploding with joy.
Yeah. Chris, thanks so much for joining us and for teaching us how the world works.
Thank you very much for having me. I love you guys.
Love you too, man.
Love you too, man.
You're the best.
Appreciate it.